Cause like, okay. All right, guys. So let me just get this started up real quick. So yeah, look, we're back here with another solo episode. Welcome back to another episode of the Real Me Real podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. I did a solo ep. I want to say 2 weeks ago. I'll pop that up right here. It was called Q&A Part 2. I got a lot of good feedback from it. Um, I'm not too sure. I don't really know. I've been doing these kind of like these little solo episodes, but I feel like these solo episodes are good because I feel like I get to talk to you guys more like directly from me. Cause I feel like, when you guys see me interviewing people, it's mostly, which is fine. You know what I mean? That's what I do. I'm a host. I interview people. It's mostly, but basically what I'm trying to say is I think these solo episodes are good because I think it's just time that I could talk to you guys, and it's just me, and that's pretty much it. It's always usually people here, and I've only done a couple of these, to be honest with you. And I recently started kind of doing them again. I did Q&A part 1 like 2 months ago, and I stopped for a little bit, and I did a part 2 2 weeks ago, and then yeah. So I do them here and there. I don't really know. I'm just here again. This time I got some topics that I'm gonna talk about, some stories. Um, but yeah, before we get into this video, make sure you guys are subscribed right now. Of course, we just hit 600 subscribers, so appreciate you guys. We're gonna hit 1,000 subscribers literally by the end of this year. We're gonna be at 1,000. Yeah, so shout out the Real Me fam. We're gonna take this all the way, and just everyone that's subscribed, just thank you. And if you're not subscribed, exit out this video. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button. Moving on, let's talk about, of course, as well. Make sure you guys follow us on social media at the Real Me Rel on everything. We got Real Me Rel on Twitter. We got, but I don't even know why I'm saying all this. It's literally on the screen. Just go follow it. It's like right here in the below. So yeah, go follow me on Instagram, and my Instagram's always popped up in here as well. So just go follow me, guys. TikTok, all that stuff, and if not, and links in the description. Let's see. This time it's not that late. Last time, if you guys didn't know, I took that episode. I shot the episode at midnight. Like, I was really tired. I had a busy day that day, and I kept trying to do the episode, but something kept going on with the camera. Even right now, like, there's something going on with my SD card, so I had to use a different one. Thank God I have multiple SD cards, but I don't know. It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just kind of annoying because I didn't know what it was at first. But yeah, we back here, guys. We're chilling. Today is I don't know. Today's like Wednesday or something. Like, oh my God, today's Wednesday. That means I gotta have this. Okay, yeah, today's Wednesday. So yeah, we're chilling. This week agenda. I think I was supposed to have this guy named Leaky come in here. He's a rapper. He got sick, so he wanted to reschedule it. So I was like, all right, cool. And then we got an interview at the studio. That's in the works, man. We're just waiting on it's in the works, bro. It's with FB. FB go crazy. That was supposed to happen. Well, not supposed to happen, but I don't know what you guys want to know the truth. This is how it happens. Okay, look. I contacted FB. FB actually he's been known me, so not even like that. But I told FB, come on, let's do it. I got sponsored now into Hollywood, and that's where they be at. So I said, let's get an interview in right there. Perfect. I told Marv, you know what I'm saying, of course is our sponsor. He green lighted it, and yeah, so then he said, okay, yeah, this is the space. We got the time. We got a group chat going on, and we're just kind of like waiting on FB to kind of like just confirm it. So, shout out our sponsor, Nothing But His Studios. We're going to be filming a lot of content in there. The rest of this year, we're going to be filming a lot of content. The first one's going to be hopefully FB or Ron. I don't know. One of the other, I don't know if you guys are tired of me hearing and saying it. I'm really tired of saying it too. I really just want to show you guys, but I speak things into existence. And, yeah, so be on the lookout for that. And shout out Nothing But His Studios, our sponsor, first sponsor. Shout out Marv. Okay, so today I'm here. But also as well, make sure you guys get in the clothing. Right now I'm rocking one of the brown hoodies. You guys can grab one of these. Can you guys really see that though? Brown. Can you guys see that? It's brown. This is literally the last year you guys can get these hoodies with this logo on it. It's the season 1 logo. We're gonna be having a new logo real soon. So after that, we're gonna start printing those new logos out, and that's pretty much that. And then we're gonna start printing those, and then not sell these anymore. These kind of be like for like the OGs, Yeah, we moving on, man. So yeah, but back to the subscriber thing. Make sure you guys are subbed right now. We're about to hit 1,000. I'm gonna have 1,000 subscriber party. It's gonna be fun, and we're doing everything we're supposed to be doing. We're putting out content. You guys are showing love. You guys are watching these videos. You guys are tuning in, and I love it. Thank you guys, and thank you to everyone that's just been, been along with this journey with me. It's crazy. I don't know how many episodes I've done. There's like 100 and some episodes on the channel. Not all podcasts, some are short, so you got to take like a good amount of those out. So there's like about 80, 90. I don't know. I don't even keep track. I don't even want to keep track because like I just know like I want to keep going. So I try to cancel out the shorts. I don't know how many shorts there's. Probably like 25, 30 shorts. So there's probably like 80, 90, 100 videos on the channel, but damn near about 100. So anyways, we got a lot of episodes. So just thank you guys for everyone for from going all the way from, man, who did I first do, man? Easy Johnny, from doing Easy Johnny to Baby Stone Gorillas to HBK Joshy to just all the, it's just crazy. Mixed by Marv from that back west, Austin, Moon, J Fur, just a lot of people. I don't really like how my hood just keeps leaning to the. Let me fix this right quick. Okay. Wait. All right. That little. Is that better? I don't know. It just looks like my hood is like on sideways, but I don't know. I'm just paranoid about things like that. Anyways, so yeah, just thank you guys for just being a part of the journey. Just, just all these guests and just, man, it's been a lot, Somehow Steve's my manager now. That happened. It's crazy. I just want to say a shout out to Steve right now. That's really my boy for real. And I don't know, Steve usually, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Steve watches all the episodes, so he's probably gonna see this. I'm not even gonna tell him about it. I want to see if he just sees this. But look, I want to say something about Steve real quick. That's really my boy for real. And I want to say the most favorite thing I love about me and Steve's relationship. Like, it's the most serious thing. Like, I promise you. Like, there's so many great things to it. Like, so many, bro. But the one thing I really, really, like, value about our relationship is me and Steve can really sit down and talk about business and about dreams and goals and how we can better ourselves as men and things we want in life and things we want to do and the things we can better ourselves. Like, we can really have those serious conversations. Like, I promise you, like, me and Steve, sometimes we be right here, business little meetings or whatever. But the point is, me and Steve could sit here and for hours. Bro, I could talk about, Steve already knows, bro. We could talk about stuff for hours, bro. And I love that about me and Steve's relationship, bro. Like, not a lot of people in your life are really comfortable with that. You really guys actually talking about what you guys want and your plans and like how we're gonna do this and what it's gonna be like when we get here. Really speaking things in existence. It's really important to me, especially with doing things like this, of course. So, and of course, he's a great manager, and there's things to that to keep me on point, guests, and all types of stuff. So, shout out him for that. But I just want to say, man, Steve, I love that, bro. And you know the deal, twin. We locked in, and just we Shaq and Kobe out here. But for real though, I just wanted to shout out my manager, man. Like I said, but that brings me to it. If you guys are watching this right now, we are moving up, guys. We're getting to a bigger podcast. We're lit right now. We're doing great. Let's just talk about some numbers real quick before we get into it. Over 40,000 views on the podcast. That is insane. Like, that is almost half of 100,000 views. We're only been here for a year. That is crazy. So let's just say that we're literally about to hit 1,000 subscribers. So thank you guys. And honestly, that's just how. No, I'm sorry. The 1,000 subscribers. I'm not saying it ain't shit, but let me just be honest real quick. YouTube tells me like how many people like be watching my stuff. Like, that makes sense. Like, I know like subscribers is just basically you just clicking a button. It's really dumb, to be honest with you. Like, if a subscriber was people, like, they could just say like, oh, you right there, you're a subscriber because you just watched my video. Like, I would have thousands and thousands of subscribers. Like, I would have probably over like 80,000. Like, I'm not even lying. I can show you my YouTube, like, my impressions, which is how many people, like, looked at my stuff and all those. Yeah, it would be a lot of people. So, nah, it wouldn't be the 80K. It would be a lot, though. A lot of people for sure. No, it would. I don't know, bro. You got to do the math. It's 40,000 views. I don't know how many hours. Almost 2,000 hours. I don't know. I don't have a lot of subscribers though. My math's probably off, but just the point is, subscribers is just you clicking a button. So go subscribe. So yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, we got sponsored. We're gonna start, doing interviews more out in Hollywood. It's gonna look different. This is gonna be like more. We still gonna be on set though, for real. We always gonna be on set. I gotta actually. I'm sorry. I gotta actually get some more mics, cause I'm gonna need some mics that stay here, and then some mics I could just try. Cause these are portable. Everything's portable, but eventually I don't want to have to keep putting the mics back up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So, I don't know. We're gonna have to upgrade some stuff. We're gonna have to just get more mics, and then the camera's cool, but yeah, we're really moving up. I'm really gonna need a production team pretty soon when I can't really do all this stuff, But shout out the team, shout out Jaquel, and that's pretty much it. What else is there to talk about? Yeah, get yourself some clothing right now. These hoodies are $45. Affordable rates. We got all types. We got like 3 different type of hoodies. We got zip ups. I'm gonna wear. I've only worn it like once on the pod. I think it's like a red one. Yeah. So we got those in 2 different colors. We got like a burgundy and a black, like a plain black. You can get those. We got crop tops for the girls. It's kind of getting cold, so I don't know if those are really gonna sell anymore. But we just got the regular pullovers, like the one I'm wearing. You guys can get that. The Real Me clothing. I'm gonna pull some pictures up of some people wearing it. A lot of people. Shout out everyone that's wore it. Sales are doing great. We're gonna pick that back up. That's pretty much it. The announcements. I always gotta talk about this every episode. Yeah. Faded as fuck, but whatever. Anyways, right now, what time is it? It's like 2:09. Okay, I don't know. It's a 2:09 thing. Okay, but I have some stuff for us to talk about. Last time we talked about the infamous military program. That shit went viral. Like, everybody was telling me about that. I got took to a military program. It was bad. I got woken up out of my sleep. It was funny. And I was being serious. The most funny thing is about me is, like, when I'm being serious, like, that's most time people think I'm trying to be, like, I'm funny. Like, I'm really just being serious. Okay, so, this is like random as fuck. Random as fuck. We're just gonna open up with this. My first fight. Let's just talk about that. So little background. I did Taekwondo when I was younger. Anyone that really kind of knows me, like, what's so funny about people is, depending who you talk to and how long they know me, they're gonna tell you a different story about me. Isn't that kind of funny? I feel like anyone can relate to that. Like, isn't that kind of funny how isn't that kind of funny how like if I say I asked about someone about you, right? Like, but it's someone that met you a year ago. They're going to be talking about you different than someone that's met you when they were 10 years old and you guys are like 20 now. Like, I don't know how to explain that. But, yeah, that's just pretty wild. But I don't know where I was kind of going with this. But I think I brought up the Taekwondo thing. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I did Taekwondo when I was younger. And I did for a long time. I'll try to pull up some clips. I'm trying to think right now. What can I pull up? What can I pull up with me doing Taekwondo? I'll pull up a picture. So I'll pull up a picture of me in Taekwondo. But yeah, 2nd degree black belt. No cap. I did it all the way till I think I started when I was like 5. And then I stopped when I was like 13, 14. I don't know. So what happened was, with Taekwondo, you basically move up in belts and you advance. You learn different things. You break boards. You do forms. Crazy. So what I did was, and the whole goal is to get to black belt. So once you kind of get to black belt, you're not like the shit, but you're pretty there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, you're getting there. Like, you're pretty, that's like, okay. But there's things past black belt. So they go like by degrees. So basically, like, you take probably like 13 or 14 tests before you're like a black belt. And then after that, you get your black belt. So, after you get to 1st degree, it doesn't stop there. So you can get to 2nd degree. So basically now you got to take another like 8 or 5 or 8 or 9 tests, I think. And then you get to 2nd degree. It's like another level of a black belt. So not only did I get to 1st, y'all, I got to 2nd. So it's like I got my black belt twice. So that's how long I did it for. So anyways, I did it for so long that it was great. I did competition, and then I did this one thing. Man, dude, I really don't want to find these clips because this is so long ago. I'm gonna try my best, y'all. But I used to do this nunchuck thing. Anyone that's really know, I used to do nunchucks. I used to dance, all types of stuff. I was in a demo team, so we would go out and perform like parades and stuff like that, and auditoriums. It was great. It was really fun, and it was a really great part of my life. And like I said, all these things made me who I am today. You know, I learned about discipline and stuff like that. So, and just I don't know, I learned a lot of things from Taekwondo. It was great. It was met a lot of cool people. And I stopped doing it when I was like probably, so I got to like second degree black belt when I was probably like in 7th grade, bro. I don't even, 7th. Yes. No. Oh my God. I don't remember. I think I stopped doing Taekwondo and I started swimming for a little bit. So I don't really remember the exact age I got my second done, but it gotta be like 5th, 6th grade, maybe. 7th grade, maybe. I don't know. It was like I was young because I remember this is what happened. So my parents had this rule where like I always had to be in a sport. So I just knew whenever I was in Taekwondo, whenever I stopped doing Taekwondo, I was in something else. So whenever I stopped doing something else, I was not doing both. I think I might have done both for a little bit, but I really can't remember. So I started swimming too. I was also, guys, I'm sorry. I am a phenomenal swimmer. Butterfly, breaststroke, freestyle. My 50 free time was literally under 30 seconds at the age of like 12. So, and that's junior Olympic times. So people that are watching right now, that's junior Olympic times. So let's just make that clear. I'm really a talented young man. Let's just get that clear, very clear. I can do a lot of things. So swimming, I did swimming in middle school, and I was on a club team, very serious swim meets. Did the whole thing, practice every day for like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, a lot. Anywho, so yeah, so once I stopped doing second degree black belt, once I started doing Taekwondo, I stopped because I got to the point where I was like, you can't really learn. I mean, you can learn, but it's like at that point you kind of want to let's say you want to work, but at that point you kind of learned a lot. So anyways, basically what I was trying to say was I wanted to work there, and I think I was just at the age where I couldn't work. I was like 14 or 15. So I just moved. I just kind of like, I was like, I'm kind of done. Like, I don't really want to go to practice like honestly, practice was probably like 2-3 days a week. I was just like, I don't want to go Taekwondo no more. It's boring. It's kind of the same thing over and over again. All my friends were leaving. I was like, all right. It was dying out. And then at that point I could have taught, but I just wasn't old enough. I only got one friend that's still there, bro. He's the last man standing. My boy Isaac, bro. Shout out him. He's literally like controlling that studio right now. So yeah, that's my boy. All my other friends gone, bro. Everybody, bro. Everyone I know, just times move on, huh? You know. But that's just crazy, you know. At one point in my life, it was really Taekwondo world, you know. So why I brought this up is because I kind of want to give you guys a little background. And then my older brother, he's a boxer. So, I mean, I don't know. I only really fought growing up, like, only, like, in competition, like, or at the studio. Like, that's where I really fought, like, my aggression or my family members, you know. But point is, I'm not really, this is the type of guy I am, to be honest with you. Like, I'm not really, like, not a fighter, but I don't care, like, okay, there's a lot of people like, okay, I'm not explaining it. There's a lot of ways you can go about it, but I'm trying to explain to you guys in the best way I can explain this without sounding like weird or nothing. But so I am 100% capable of beating your ass. Like, that is out the bat the true fact. So with that information, do I just like automatically, like, if I think I could just fuck someone up, I want to fuck them up? No, that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, going through about life, even through high school and stuff like that, there's a lot of people that wanted to fight me, right? Maybe they just didn't like me or whatever the case was. You know how petty it was in high school. But that's not a good enough reason. And the thing is, I don't know if that's just because, like, that's just how I am, or, like, that's really what they taught us in Taekwondo. Like, they said, like, you only hit someone if they touch you. Someone can say whatever to you, but you're defending yourself. You know, this is a skill. We're going to teach you how to beat people's asses and be strong and know how to fight. But the whole point is to defend yourself. You know, you don't use this, like, go out and just, you know, You're not like Thanos, bro. You didn't just gain a ring and then you just like, all right, now let me just like oppress others. Well, that's what you're not that's what you're not supposed to do. So, anyways, like I said, everyone's different. Like, you guys, I know you guys probably seen like Cobra Kai or whatever. You feel me? Like, there's kids out there that do that, but that's the whole point. So I don't know. That's just how I grew up in life. Anyways, point is, so I got only in this fight, and I'll be honest on here. This is called The Real Me with Rel. You guys can pull this clip up, and I really will talk about it openly. I sing out with this guy. His name was, man, do I want to air him out? I don't care. His name is Dylan. I don't give a fuck. So, this one guy named Dylan, he was a couple years older than me. No, that's the story, man. No, wait, is it fucked up I said his name? I don't care. Whatever. His name is Dylan. You guys probably don't even know who I'm talking about. Whatever. His name is Dylan. And it was this guy I used to hang out with. Whatever. And he was a couple years older than me. And, man, I used to really hang out in groups in high school, man. Like, I don't know, like, I always wanted to be, like, in a group. You feel me? Like, especially being a part. I wanted to pull the parties on. I wanted to be in a group. I wanted to go through that. I went through that little phase. Anyways, long story short, we had this group chat or whatever. And let me put this blunt down. We had this group chat. And I don't know what we're doing. We're just all talking shit. It was like a deep group chat. It was probably like, I want to say, it was probably like me, Dylan, maybe 5, 6 of us in there, 7 of us maybe. And I don't know, we're just talking shit in the group chat. And I remember Dylan just started driving. He was kind of like a nerd or whatever, but he was cool, but a nerd, whatever. He was dorky. So he started driving, and I put this on, Everything I Love. Dude started driving with 2 feet. Like, bro really was driving with 2, like, he was braking with his left and gassing with his right. Like, what kind of dumbass drives with 2 feet? Like, even a kid would know not to do that. Like, it's just very dumb. Like, I don't even want to, there's probably, like I said, a statistical reason why you don't do that, and there's probably just a common sense reason why you don't drive with 2 feet. I don't know. Anyways, so I saw him do that when he picked me up in his little Honda. And let me just put this hood down. Put it down. There we go. Put it down. Jeez, like it was up. So like, he's driving me around in his Honda, and I saw that. I peeped it. Didn't say anything. I think I did say something. I don't care. Anyways, I said in the group chat, I said, "Oh yeah, Dill. Well, if I'm a dumbass, what kind of fool or what kind of drives with 2 feet?" Whole group chat started laughing, dying. It was a good one. It was one of those good ones. The skull emoji. Everyone was laughing. It's pretty funny. They said, "What? LML dead. I'm dead. This guy." Like, it was just hella. I don't remember, but it was a good one. It was a good punch. But then Dylan took it a little too far, buddy. He took it a little too far. I'm sorry, he did. I don't know what he said. I can't phrase it. I can't give you the exact quote, but we'll just the punchline is this. He called me the hard R. Some of y'all might be laughing right now, but as a black man, and like, being black is a serious thing. Don't get me wrong. It's a serious thing, bro. Like, we joke around on here. We say all types of stuff, but when we talk about racial stuff, like, I don't want to piss anybody off. Once I get big, I don't want them to run this clip back and be like, "Oh, Jarrell is insensitive to black culture." I don't know, but look, that is not okay word at all. The hard R, it's not okay. It's a disgusting word. Anyways, I gotta get serious for a second because I'm just telling you guys a story. I know we keep it real, but look, guys. Anyway, so he called me the hard R, right? Not cool. Don't ever use that word. And I said, "Oh my God, I'm gonna have to beat his ass." Like, what did he think was gonna happen? Like, he thought I was just gonna let that slide. Like, man, and that was something. Let me tell you. I know I said about the whole thing, but that was something as a black person, you don't let none of that slide at all. So I said, "Hey, Dill." Like, this time I exited the chat. I said, "Hey, man, I don't know what's going on, bro, but I'm gonna have to, beat you up, man. Like, I I didn't know how to explain that to him. I said, like, I didn't know what world he was living in where he thought that was gonna be okay. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Did I look like the one? I'm not. So, yeah. So I said, hey man, when I see you, I'm gonna have to, you know. And that was pretty much it. And he avoided me a couple days. I was really hunting for him. I think I pulled up to his job. Bro worked like at a grocery store. I pulled up. Bro saw me, dipped. Trying to pull up again. Managers walked me out. They said, you cannot be here. I said, damn, okay. So I said, all right, I'm going to get you, dude. I'm going to get you, man. I'm going to get you. Don't worry, I'm going to get you, buddy. I'm going to get you. So, yeah. And then, a couple of days, a week went by, and there's this party. Like I said, remember, I was a function person, big function person back then. There was this party. And, cool. I remember with the group was, I went with, who did I go with? I think I went with my other boy, right? I didn't go with someone from the group. Like, I went with somebody else. And then, like, some other heads from the group were there. Or no, like, I think one or two were there. And then he was there with, I think, one of them. I don't remember, bro. I really don't remember. But I just remember pulling up, he was there. And I was just with one of my other friends. So I told him, I said, I respect for I said, and I'm going to pull this video up too. Like, I'll pull this little video up. I said, out of respect for the party, like, let's go outside, man. Like, come on, bro. Like, I don't want to do this right here. But I told you, bro, like, I'm going to have to handle that. Out of respect, like, you're not going to do that to me. Didn't want to do it. He said, nah. So I said, all right, bet. So then I told my boy, and I said, bro, he doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to do it. And I said, I don't want to go. I don't want to cause a scene in the party, you feel me? But I, like, got to get this done. Like, got to. And he went to the back of the party. And he was out there with some big, like, cholo dudes, right? He was just killing, like, I think he was trying to get himself something to drink. So I spotted him in the back of the party. I said, hey, bro. I said, I grabbed the other friend I didn't go with. I just knew he's dumb. Like, I just knew he was going to come with me. I said, hey, bro, come on. Like, come on. I'm about to get his ass right now. Come on. He's like, all right. And then, bro was already recording and stuff. And, yeah, so I'm right there sitting. I said, come on. Like, I'm sitting across. There's, like, a table in front of us. I'm sitting across. I said, bro, like, I'm saying words that I'm not going to repeat on the podcast because it's not even worth it. But I'm just cussing him out, right? And I'm just trying to get him to, like, do something. And I don't know what I said. And the cholo dudes are like, I think they finally just egged in. They're like, is he talking to you, bro? Like, is he talking to you? Like, you going to let him talk to you like that? And then I said, yeah, man, you going to let me talk to you like that? And then, man, I was so, like, messed up. I was pretty faded. Like, I remember, like, he came around the table and he, like, he checked me like that. Like, when you check somebody like that? I thought he swung at me. Like, because that's how ready I was. I was just like, okay. So he went like this. I, like, backed up. And I'm just like, I just went like that. Like, he didn't even swing, dude. He just did some dumb shit. Like, he just went like that. I went like that. I said, what the? I went like that. And it went, boom, 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 boom. I'm just dinking his ass. Like, I'm just, bro, whooping him, bro. So then he starts, like, it's hard to reenact this because I'm, like, in front of a mic. But I'm trying to, like, bro, if I was talking to somebody, I'll do it like this. But I'm just like, boom, boom, boom. Right? You know what I'm saying? I'm really like Muhammad Ali with it. You feel me? No, I was playing. I was really messed up. And I was kind of like, yeah. And, yeah, he was just backing up, just taking the hits. And then, yeah, some guy just went between us. And I just got one hit. Like, you can see in the video, I went, right there in his nose, bro. And then he was bleeding. And I messed him up pretty good. I was only 15. Yep. He was like 19, I think, or 18. Made him, it was so bad, he started boxing after. Bro signed him up to boxing next day. And yeah, that's pretty much my first fight. And yeah, that was like pretty much it. All other times, I've had people that wanted to fight me and stuff, but they don't do nothing about it. They really just talk and all that. But yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, I can say this on here, like, I get surgical with a gun, like, so I didn't really be strapped up when I was in high school, but like, I really, like, let's just say that. and I'm nothing wrong, nothing legal. Like, by the way, I'm 21 now, so I can say that. So, anyways, but yeah, that was basically my first fight. Like, some guy called me N word. Not some guy, my friend actually. Isn't that sad? The saddest things happen from your friends, bro. And I couldn't let that slide. And that was pretty much it. Yeah. And I'm trying to think of some other crazy cases. There's some other like times crazy stuff been down like around me, but nothing really with me. Like, that's the only time I really just, anyways. Yeah, okay. So next I wanted to talk about, let's see. So if you guys actually watched the part 2, I talked about getting the military program, and I talked about I take my mom's car, right? And I said, like, I'll tell this story another day, and today's that day. So I want to get more into that. So I did take my mom's car. Like, not only did I take my mom's car, but let's actually get into it. Let's get into it. So I took my mom's car when I was younger. Like, I can't tell you the first time I took my mom's car. Can I tell you the first time? Dude, actually, yeah, it was the first time I took it. But was it the first time I took my mom's Jeep or the van? I don't remember. I just think the first time I took the car was like, yeah, let me tell you, actually, no, this is actually going to make a better story out of it. The first time I took my mom's car, it was crazy. So my mom has a Mazda. It was a Mazda 5. She ended up actually giving me this car later. It's like a minivan type looking car. I'll pull a picture of it. It looks like this right here. So anyways, I have a driver right here. Same house. I had a driver right here. I'm sorry. My driveway is right here next to the kitchen, and then my mom's room. So my mom's room is kind of close to the kitchen. So, anywho, the thing about my mom's car, so I was trying to sneak it out. I think I was just trying to drive, bro. Like, I don't even know what I was trying to do. Like, I think I was just trying to whip it, dude. Like, I just wanted to drive. I don't know. My mom didn't let me drive. So, anyways, the problem with getting my mom's car, so I'm going to tell you the story. So, I sneak out my mom's car. The problem with getting my mom's car was, to unlock it, it makes like, ding, ding. It's like, ding, ding. And then, like, when you open it, it goes ding, 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 ding. It's like stupid, like so many noises to open this car. And it's just like, yeah. So that was like my biggest problem. So it's right there in the drive. And I was like, dude, like, oh my God, bro. Like, she's going to hear it. And then I was just like risking it. And then I went, I already got the key. I had to sneak get the key. And then, I hit the button. It was like, ding. And I was like, all right, shh. Unlocked it. Ding, ding, ding. I was like, all right, it's good. And I was like, all right, bro. Now I got started, but I was like, bro, my mom's going to hear this. My mom's going to hear it. So I, like, did what any smart person did is put it in neutral, backed it down the driveway, pushed it. And the reason why this story is so crazy is because, like, I ended up getting to the craziest night of my life, not even knowing it. So then, okay, so I hit up, like, this one dude. Why did I hit up this guy? I went to high school with him. I wasn't really that close with him, but his name was BJ. Like, he was just light-skinned dude I went to high school with. We never really kicked it. I think he was just up at the time. It was late, and he was just up. And, like, I don't even know what the original plan. I think it was just, like, to get food. I don't know what. Just being a kid, like, a lot of things don't even make sense. Like, there's just questions I should have asked myself. Like, but at the time, you don't even know. So I think I just hit him up. Sorry, I'm keep, like, yawning. Like, I'm not tired, I swear. I'm just yawning because, I don't know. But I just hit him up. And, like, he's like, yeah, I'm down. Like, pull up on me. He was, like, probably, like, 10, 15 minutes from my crib. I go pull up on him. Everything was smooth at first. Like, we went to go pick up. Like, we went to go get some food. Like, we went to go get Jack in the Box or something. We were just chilling, buying around, smoking or something. I don't know. Everything was cool, right? And then it was his idea to go pick up his other friend, this other guy. His name was Gerardo, this white guy. Am I burning people out? This is so long ago. Like, who cares? Like, I'm pretty sure they'll watch this, look back and laugh. Like, this guy named Gerardo, we go pick him up. He was like a little troublemaker, blue-eyed guy, white guy. And he's like, okay, like, let's pick him up. We go. I'm picking him up. We're just chilling, driving around in my mom's little fucking minivan. And it was really Gerardo's fault. It was his idea. So it was his idea to go and, how long have I been filming for? I don't know. Is this long? I don't know. I take a long time to talk about things, but it was his idea to go. He said, like, let's go try to hit a lick or something. Why did I do it? I don't know. I pulled up, and they said, like, we'll just go through cars and stuff like that. A lot of cars be unlocked. So we went to like this like rich neighborhood, right? And I didn't personally go through the cars. I was driving the car, so they just said like, all right, so look, they're like, all right, come on, you just drive. We'll both get out, and then they would like, they had it. They're so weird. They ran on each ends, and they were just like going like this with doors like on each end. This is so bad. I don't encourage this to anyone to do, but it's a story, and it's called The Real Me. So this is the real me. I was about 15. This is the first time I took my mom's car, and man, like everything was kind of cool. And then we fucked. Well, not we fucked up, but they fucked up when they said we're about to leave because I think like all these cars were locked. There was nothing in the car. It was just dumb. Like I was like, brother, we're not doing anything. And then they took this. They went up to this one car that was in the driveway, and that was pretty dumb because it's a driveway. You know, it's more burnt out. Like it's not on the street. And I was just parked right there. And then this car was behind me. Right, this car like okay, so I'm like right here, right, and they like this car's like way down here, dude. Like, and it's barely like kind of like driving up the street. Anyways, but it gets close enough to it sees the two guys, which is my friends, and they're in hoodies, and like they get into my car, and they see them get in my car, and I'm just driving right. This is like, bro, I'm just driving. I'm like, bro, okay. So I'm getting out of this hilly, big old hills community, and this is a true story, bro, like a true story, and I keep running. Oh my God. So, and this is a true story. Like, okay, so I'm driving, right? And I'm with my friend, right? So we're driving. And I noticed this car is still like behind me. And it's kind of chilling behind me, but it's not too close. But I just noticed it's turning. Every turn I'm doing, it's like literally following me, bro. So I'm like, bro, I think this dude is following us, bro. Like, I think this guy is really following us. And I looked to my friend and I said, like, nah, I wasn't smiling, right? So I'm just like, bro, like, what do I do? Like, I think this guy's like, I'm like, bro, I think this guy's following us, bro. Like, what do I do? And he's like, you know what to do. And I'm like, I look back at the other. He's like, drive. I said, bro, what? I said, I turned into Vin Diesel. I turned into Vin Diesel. I was, man, my second hand grabbed the wheel. I stepped on it. My mom's little thing, I'm going down the stairs. I said, bro, because now my fear was like, bro, we're going to go to jail. I said, bro, like, I don't know who this guy is, but he's following us. And I really wanted to cut. I really wanted to get back to the main boulevard, but they wanted me to like lose him. And I was like, bro, I feel like we should just go on the main street and like he'll just dip. Like I feel like it sucks if we keep riding around here, cause it's like this hilly community. Anyways, so they're like, come on, cut here, cut here. So I'm driving like fast, and then the car starts driving faster. And man, I go up this one street, right? I go up this one street. It was like kind of a hill, and it had like a dead end, right? So I kind of like go up the street. I kind of like park a little bit, and I waited to kind of go up halfway, and I just busted a U-turn right in front of him. And then I kind of like lost him for a second, bro. And I was like, all right, good. Like I lost him, bro. He's gone. But then like I was driving. And then like I think I turned into another street, and it was a dead end, and he was like right behind us again. And then he blocked off the street. And I keep running. Oh my God. So anyway, and like, okay, we drive, and I'm freaking out. So I parked the car. He's like, just park the car. Like, let's go. So I parked the car, but I parked it in front of someone's driveway. And that's where I messed up again. Like, if I would have parked the car somewhere, like, just not in front of someone's driveway, we were chilling. But yeah, they called the cops. So apparently, I didn't know what was going on. I just knew that guy was following us. And I didn't know who he was, but I'll tell you guys later what we found out who the guy was. So anyways, the cops were called. We ran. We were running, and like we were hiding like in these like not fields, but like this big grassy area. Like we were hiding like behind these brick walls, like on the floor. And then like we just hear like all these cops coming, and like this is so crazy, and like we're freaking out. We're like, bro, like we're going to jail. Like, and then this is when Gerardo just happens to mention, he's like, bro, I'm on probation. I'm like, bro, what the? I said, bro, why would you suggest this shit? And like I'm like, he's like, bro, like you for sure going to jail. And then at that point, I was like, maybe I can call my uncle to help me get out of this. I was like, bro, like, I don't know. But we're trying to think like what we did, then we were thinking like, what did we really do wrong? Like, sorry. I'd be like, what did we really do wrong? You know what I'm saying? And okay, first it would be like driving without a license, being out without curfew. And then like they can't really doing anything from the car because like I don't know, but like the guy suspected that, you know, obviously we're doing something from the house or we did something, but I don't know. We're just like, okay, but we didn't really do anything wrong. But anyways, we're like, bro, we're still gonna get so it's bad. So we're tripping out, and like these cops are like, you can hear them like on the microphone, like they're like, come out, and they're like flashing these lights, all types of stuff. It was crazy, and I swear, bro, like, and we was like just laying down, bro. We're like praying. They was out there for like an hour, bro, 30, 40 minutes, like an hour-ish, just looking for us. And like we were praying that they just left, bro. And they left. And I'm sorry. It's not because I'm tired. It's just like, you ever just can't stop yawning? Like, I don't know. I'm sorry. And basically, like, we're hiding right there and shit. And the cops were flashing lights and stuff. And then they ended up leaving. And we're like scared. We're like, bro, like, should we go back to the car? Like, you go back. And I think BJ, I don't know, Gerardo went. And he's like, you just go check if the car's there. I'm like, all right, we see the car. And it was probably like 4 or 5 in the morning at this point. So yeah, they just left the car there because they can't really do anything to the car. You feel me? Like, we weren't even there in it. Because technically the car was just parked. And we did. And that's pretty much it. So, anyways, we just run back to the car, hop in the car, start the car. We did. And we're like, oh my God. Like, bro, this is crazy. I dropped them off. So they called my mom. Like, of course, they run the place. And they called my mom. So I found out later, like, that guy was, like, neighborhood watch or something. And he had a gun. Like, it was crazy. So they called my mom. And they just said, like, your car is here. Like, some guys, like, this your car? Like, it's parked in front of someone's house. And then my mom's so dumb. She said, like, well, arrest whoever has it. So I'm like, oh, my God, whatever. And thank God I wasn't there. And, yeah, so she went to go pick up the car. By the time she went to go pick up the car, it was, like, probably, like, 6 in the morning now. It was like right before, like it was like probably 6:30ish, like I don't know, like it was early in the morning. So she dipped. Her friend took her. She was gone. So I parked the car, left the keys on the table, grabbed my bag, showered up real quick, and I went to school. And I'll never forget that moment, bro. I got so lucky. Like I really ran from the guy, and it was a crazy moment. And I'll tell you the next story is why I couldn't get my license. That's not even the reason why I couldn't get my license, which is even more funny of a story. That's the next story. But yeah, and I'll never forget that, man. And did I stop taking my mom's car? Nope. I kept taking it. I kept not that one, but I took my other mom's car. Didn't get caught with. No, I actually did. Yeah, I took my mom's car again, and I got pulled over. It's just bad. Let me just stick with that story today. The other story, the other one's not that long, but we'll just stick with that one today. And yep, that was pretty much it. And that's the reason why my mom said, like, I'm just this crazy kid. I need to go into this military program that abuses you. So there's that story, guys. I don't know if you guys enjoyed that, but hopefully you guys did. Trauma. And we're gonna move on. The next thing I was gonna say, man, dude, like, is this too long, bro? Like, how long is this thing? I don't know. I don't think it's too long. I don't know, but we'll just keep talking. Let's see. Next one was gonna be, okay, why I couldn't get my license. So the reason why I couldn't get my license in high school was, I went to this high school, and you know, like if you didn't have a 5th or 6th period, you could leave during lunch, or if you're like a senior or whatever. No, there's all the cases. I feel like every high school is like that. But anyways, I had all the periods, and I couldn't leave. And there's this one girl in my class, my history class. Her name was Serena. I thought she was so pretty and just cute. And I just was like, man, she's so, like, I think she's so cute. And, like, I just think she would never go for me. And she was just, like, you know, one of those, like good girls, you know what I mean? And I was just like, man, like, I don't know, I'm black. Like, nothing to do with my skin, but she's just, like, I was very few black. When you're black, you got to consider that into consideration, your skin color. Not like it's a bad thing. It's just something you have to address, or just keep that in mind, that you are a black and you're beautiful, and just some people might not be into that. Nothing wrong with it, and there's nothing wrong with you, baby. And yeah, so I was like, maybe she's not into black guys or whatever. So yeah, and I was like, man, I don't really know. I was like, man, I want to take her out. Like, I know she can't like hang out. And I said, come with me during lunch. Like, we'll ditch, and like I'll buy you food. Like, and we ditched, and I remember like my security guard that I was really cool with wasn't at the gate or something, so we went a different way. We went through the field or something, so we jumped the fence, and I should have went a different way. There's so many different ways you can ditch from that high school, but I just took that way, and I thought everything was cool. And we walked back in, and they're like, yeah, go talk to the dean, like they're looking for you, like they saw you on the cameras. And I was like, I wasn't tripping. I was like, man, whatever, I don't care. She was like hysterical, like she was like, oh my god, like she started crying. She's never gotten in trouble like that, so and honestly she didn't even hate me for it either, like, we really didn't talk after that. But yeah, the point is I got a truancy ticket. The cop was being an asshole, and he wrote me a truancy ticket for leaving school. It was so dumb. Like, I left school to get food and came back. Like, how you gonna like give me a ticket for that? Like, it was so dumb. And that thing went in my name. And when I went to try to get my license when I was like 17 or 16, like, they said, yeah, you got this ticket, like you can't. And that's so crazy that, yeah, and it was just so bad, man. That's why I couldn't get my license. All the crazy stuff I did was because of that, taking that girl and leaving that day. I'll never forget it. And, sometimes, every now and then I text her, like, you remember that? Remember me taking you? Anyways. Yeah, but anyway, my moms were so weird, dude. Like, they didn't even want to let me drive anyway. So, like, it was so stupid. So, I didn't end up getting my license until I was, like, 18. Whatever. It is what it is. I'm going to tell you guys one more story before I hop out of here, because I don't know how long this episode was. It is, I kicked a ball at a pregnant lady teacher. Hear me out, guys. Hear me out before I get into the story. It was not intentional. So anyone knows Jarrell or knows Rel. I graduated from Lucerna High School. It's a rich high school. It's not rich, but I mean, it's just like a very friendly hills. You got to have a permit or live in the community. Like, you got to be in there. You got to, so it's a very nice high school. I love Lucerna High School. Shout out them. And I graduated from there. And I didn't start there. I started at this other school in Whittier. It was Whittier High School. So anyways, it was just back when I was in Whittier. I was a freshman. Let me tell you guys what happened. Let me clear this up. And anyone that went to school with me in Whittier High School, I've never got kicked out of a school in my life. And not even for this either. I didn't get kicked out for this. But this is a story I wanted to share with you guys today. That actually how I got to Lucerna High School. If you guys want to know how did Jarrell end up at Lucerna, how did I appear? Let me tell you, this is how it happened. So when I was a freshman, guys, this is what happened. I had this one teacher, her name was Miss Blank. Miss Blank, her name was Miss Garcia. She was hella cool. I hope you're watching this, Miss Garcia, because you scarred me for life for this. But actually, thank you for this, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be at Lucerna, and I didn't get to meet all the great people. So I appreciate you, and I'll kick you again with that ball. Don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. I'm just playing. But let me tell the story first before I say that. And because the way it sounds is like, when I tell you guys the story, it's not going to sound as bad. But look, this is what happened. So she was my favorite teacher. She was hella cool. She was a PE teacher. First of all, let's just talk about this first. Who in their right mind, ladies, can you guys agree with me on this? If you were pregnant, would you, okay, you're a teacher, right? Not only if you're a teacher, but if you were pregnant, would you show up to school? Like, I'm talking about, like, you're about to burst, bro. Like, big. Like, not even like a little bump. I'm talking about, like, it's huge, dude. Like, you're like, I don't know how many months long. Like, a couple months, bro. Like, you're very about to pop. Would you show up to school, let alone be a PE teacher? The answer is probably no. So she shouldn't have been at work anyways. Let's just put that out there. So yeah, one day she was hella cool. She used to like let me bring my speaker, and like we had no bad blood, bro. Like, it was just so weird how she switched up on me, bro. Like, never. She was just the nicest. She was cool, dude. Apparently not that cool. Anyways, one day from PE, I'm gonna yawn again. One day from PE, my boy Yao Ming, his name is not Yao Ming. It was this guy named Michael, and he was just like 6 feet tall as a freshman. Like, that's why I called him Yao Ming, Mexican guy. And I don't know, we were walking back from the blacktop. Miss Garcia was kind of standing like away from me. I want to say probably like 4 or 5 cars down, like away from me. Not too far, maybe 2 or 3 cars down, 4 cars, 5 cars away from me. I don't know what else reference to use measurements. I'm sorry, but she's not too far from me. A couple cars down, like she's not too far, Anyways, she's actually a couple cars, and Yao Ming says, Rel, or he, that time they call me Jay. Everyone used to call me Jay. So he's like, Jay, heads up. He threw a football at me, and it was already midair. Okay, hear me out. So I'm gonna show you guys something. So you know when you like when a ball's thrown at you and you kick a ball, like if it lands like in the center of your foot, like it goes up, but if it lands towards the toe area, it goes farther away from you. I was trying to kick it up to my feet, but I was off a little bit, and I kicked it, and it hit Miss Garcia in the breast. Not hard, not like it wasn't like I threw a spiral at her, bro. It was like more like, just think about it. Someone threw a ball at me and then I kicked it, so it's like the ball's even going slower than it was coming at me. So it was more just like, wee, hit Miss Garcia. Miss Garcia tripped out, bro. Like, he said, Jarrell, oh my God, do you not know I'm pregnant? She said, get up against the wall. She pulled a walkie out that I didn't even know she had. She said, I need security down here now. Right now. Don't move. Everyone go change. Everyone pees over. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I was like, I'm sorry, Miss Garcia. Like, I was already trying to say, I'm sorry, Miss Garcia. I'm sorry. She wasn't having it, bro. And it was a really big deal. And she freaked out. And no, like, I didn't hurt her baby before anyone's thinking her baby didn't come out autistic or anything like that. Not saying that's the wrong thing, but I didn't damage her baby. She wasn't hurt. She was just very, I don't know, she's being dramatic. But yeah. And then I had an in-house suspension, so I had to, like, first of all, I had to be in this one room the rest of the whole day, and then after that, I had to, like, come to school the next day and then be in there again, like for the whole day. It was in-house suspension. Like, it was crazy. Like, they didn't want to suspend me, but instead they gave me an in-house suspension. Basically, like, I'm suspended from all school activity, but I can't not go to. It was dumb. Anyways, and then to make matters worse, she was like not a history teacher, but like an English teacher or something like that for like older kids. And then, like, rumor got spread that I like killed her baby. Like, cause what happened was, she didn't come back to school. Like, she went back to school like one day, and then after that, she just didn't come back after that. And it was just like bad. So the kids were coming up to me saying, like, are you Jarrell? And I'll be like, yeah. I'm like, so you're a baby killer? Like, just, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, no. And I was like, bro, I did not like, no. And they're like, mm-hmm. So I'm like, bro, I don't know. It was just bad. And then people were just like giving me shit for it. And they're like, what happened to Miss Garcia? Like, it was just so it was just like weird. I was like, dude, like, I didn't. And it just made it worse. She just disappeared from the school. And then her husband worked at the school. Like, her husband was a janitor. And I talked to her, the janitor, like, person. I said, like, I know everyone's saying stuff and everything like that. It was like, is Miss Garcia, like, really okay? Like, I know, but is she okay? And she's like, yeah, she's fine. So then once I got that, I was like, whatever, the narrative. You know how high school is. But yeah, and it was just like, but it was crazy. Like, this is how I ended up at Lucerna. So then, like, a year went by later. I was tired of being at that school, and I wanted to go to continuation school with my other stupid friends that I'd hang out with. And it was so cool because, like, you don't have to be there for a couple hours and you would leave. And, like, Whittier was just so, like, people were starting getting kicked out. I was like, you know what? I want to leave. So I went to this other continuation school that was close to Whittier. And the thing is, I didn't have to go there. Most kids get sent there when they're, like, they don't even show up to school. Like, but you could choose to go there, it's a school. It's a public school. But, it's just all credits and stuff. Anyways, so I chose to go there. So then what that means basically is, like, everyone knew, like, the counselors, I had to go there, and, like, it was just like they only accept people like once every semester. Like, there's only a certain slots. Like, it's just a whole thing. Like, it's not just you could just transfer there. Like, you either got to get sent there. Like, you got to wait till, like, they have openings. Like, it's crazy. So, like, I wanted to go there. So then started next semester. My guidance counselor knew. She's like, okay, and yeah, so I went there. Long story short, I was there for like a month or two, and I don't know if a lot of people know this. So I was there for a month or two. I was cool. I was just doing credits. I was getting credits, and one day I was walking to my art class, and I think, like, what happened was this. What happened? So Miss Garcia was at that school. I didn't even know she was there. No one told me nothing, And the thing was, I think like she went by like Miss Natalie or something. Like I think she went by her first name instead of her last name. So I think that's why. And like I don't know. But one day I was walking to the art class, dude. Like do. I'm with my backpack, right? And she's like down the hall, like, and she's standing there, like, you know how teachers stand outside the room and like to welcome people in and stuff, like, so she's like welcoming people in, and then she like just made eye contact with me, bro, and I saw her like look at me, and I just like immediately put my head down, and I just like walked into class, and I remember I was with the homegirl this day, and then she was walking with me. I was actually gonna bring her to my house or something like that. So I was gonna bring her to the house, and I'm walking, and my mom was actually there. So I see her pull up in the driveway, and she's like, she's in the car. She's like this. She's like, man, I have headphones on, but she's like, she's just like all stressed out. You know what I'm saying? She's just doing the thing, like she's like, no, like she's just yelling and shit like that. I'm like, I'm standing outside her car. I'm just looking like, oh, what the fuck is going on here? And she's like, oh my god. And she's like, she opens the car door and she's like, you can't go back there. And I'm like, what the fuck? I said, bro, like, why? And I said, bro, like, the teacher is threatening to like quit her job. And like, this is insane. I kid you not, I can't make this up. Like, at this point, it was a vendetta, because that's insane. Like, not only, I told you all this other stuff that happened, but for her to do that, and I didn't have her for a class, nothing. I was just there. And I don't know. And like I said, let's just remind you guys once again, I did not hurt her baby. She was totally 100% fine. She went to the hospital, freaked out. She was fine. Supposedly, she said that she had a scar from the football, but she was fine, bro. It's just ridiculous. Like, I don't know. But she was like threatening to quit her job. So they're at the district. So to make it go away, they said, your son doesn't even have to really be here. Like, he can go to whatever school in the district. Pick whatever school. And he can go. Because technically they can't just like, because bro, like, I fought it, bro. Like, they can't just like tell me I can't go there. Like, I mean, they could have, it was just dumb. Like, bro, like, I didn't really have to be there. So then what would have happened is they probably would have named some other reason, and then it just would have, but what happened was, to make it go away, like, the thing was, I didn't mind leaving. I just didn't want to go back to, my old school. I said, I don't want to go back there. And they're like, okay, well, you can go wherever. And then I wanted to go to Lucerna, and then your boy was there, and ever since that, and then that's how I ended up at Lucerna. It's just so funny, like, how things happen for a reason. Like, if maybe my friend didn't do this podcast with me, this would have been different. Like, it's just so funny how things happen for a reason, and that's just like what actually end this on a good note. Going through life and stuff like that, you're not gonna fully understand a lot of things that are going on with you. Like, man, dude, like, I don't want to sit up here and sound like I'm perfect. Like, I don't understand a lot of things that go on, but you just kind of got to keep in the back of your head is try to the best. Is like, you might not understand why it's going on right now, but things happen for a reason. I really believe that a lot of things happen for a reason. Like I said, I'm living proof. If, like, I don't want to get personal, but if my biological mother didn't do certain things, like, I wouldn't have been in the situation I was in to be, raised by the family I was. And if my mom didn't meet my other mom and they didn't, it's just like, things happen for a reason. You really got to believe that, like, it's not a lot of things are coincidental. It's just crazy. So I know the story was kind of messed up at the time, and man, I hated it. And it felt bad that, everyone thought that I did that. But you know what? I had a greater outcome from it, because if I wouldn't have kicked that ball the way I did, I would have never gotten to Lucerna, which was a better school for me that I graduated from. I got my diploma from. It was a better school, better environment. I had fun. It was better, just everything. So I'm not saying go, what I'm saying is, Kevin Hart once said this, like, embrace your fuck ups, bro. Like, they happen. We don't plan on it. Sometimes, we don't plan to fuck up. It's called a fuck up, man. It's just really, that's just what it is, And sometimes there's a blessing behind that, these fuck ups. You feel me? Sometimes maybe it's a lesson. No, you don't gotta call it a fuck up, but maybe these lessons that you learn, like, obviously I learned not to kick balls, like, at pregnant ladies and stuff like that. But basically, it's like, sometimes things work out. That's basically what I'm trying to say is. And I'm gonna just end this on here right here. I don't know what I'm gonna call this. I'm gonna call this here like story time or Q&A part 3. I love you guys. Be on the lookout for the interview with FB. October's coming up. Man, we're gonna be October on Sunday. I'll try to do another And we got a couple guests. Like I was supposed to do a security guard. I don't know. So I'll try to bring somebody in here for you guys next week for October. We'll start the month off right with a good episode. Maybe we'll bring Sierra in or someone like that. You know, we got hella guests. And like I said, shout out everyone that's been on the Real Me Real podcast. Make sure you guys are following me on Instagram. Make sure you guys are following me on the podcast course and me as well. Make sure you guys give yourself some merch. You know, we got fire merch. We got sweats, hoodies, t-shirts, zip-ups, pullovers, the whole 9 yards. And you guys can order those now. $45, $35 for sweats, and $25 for hoodies or something like that. The Real Me Clothing will pop that up. Make sure you guys are subscribed right now. We just hit 600 subscribers. We'll hit 700. And shout out my nephew, Lil Mike. I don't know if he's going to watch this. Shout out him. He's cool. That's my boy. This video is sponsored by The Real Me Clothing today. Of course, I'm rocking it. Make sure you guys go get yourself some. And we got a lot of big things happening. 1,000 subs. We're about to get monetized. Big things coming. Until then, I'll see you guys on the next episode. For real.